A CEO is murdered. Point blank, shot 3 times. The killer smiles, and the internet applauds. The murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson exposed a dangerous shift in societal norms. What was once extreme rhetoric confined to the fringes of the internet has now exploded into murderous action that is being publicly celebrated. But how did this happen? The NCRI has uncovered a growing permission structure that justifies violence through a cycle of amplification and reinforcement. They term it assassination culture, and it's growing on the far left. Social media platforms provide the stage, while viral memes and online communities provide justification. The result? A cultural shift that lowers moral boundaries for targeted violence. Those shouting their approval are no longer fringe extremists. These narratives are spreading on every major platform, while law enforcement investigators assigned to the case have been swarmed with abuse online. Even employees at the McDonald's where Mangione was apprehended have been relentlessly harassed for ratting him out. The lionization of Luigi Mangione, the man arrested for Thompson's murder, has created a wave of copycat threats. On December 17, 2024, a newly hired employee stabbed the company president in a meeting and smiled in his police photo, taking clear inspiration from Mangione's online persona, while other fans have called for the death of Elon Musk and other prominent CEOs. In a survey, the NCRI found that nearly 40% of respondents thought that burning Teslas was at least somewhat acceptable, and over a third said the same about killing Elon Musk. Over 50% of those self-identifying as left of center thought it was at least somewhat justified to kill Donald Trump. These attitudes correlate closely with blue sky use and support for Mangione. For Mangione, supporters have raised over $400,000 online for his legal defense and are actively attempting to sway the jury towards nullification. But why are people supporting Mangione? Research reveals that 3 key factors predict support: authoritarian tendencies, a perceived loss of personal control, and heavy social media use. Survey results show that at least 44% of Americans believe that Thompson's murder was at least somewhat justified, and among heavy social media users, that number is even higher. Blue Sky, the so-called safe space Twitter, has seen the most alarming trends. At least 78% of users express some level of support for the killing. Institutional trust has eroded, and anti-establishment rhetoric is at an all-time high. Hashtags like Eat the Rich saw approximately 400% swings, not only after the assassination carried out by Mangione, but after the attempted assassination of President Trump. The normalization of violence is no longer hypothetical. It's here on our streets and in our homes. The response to Mangione online has been a viral spectacle that tells a romantic but completely false narrative. A public killing is not justice. It is a rejection of the very principles that uphold our civilization. The real question isn't who Mangione is. The real question is, who are we?